somebody just emailed me and asked me why we don't sell cabbage. So cabbage is wonderful. It takes up a ton of room, and it offers you one cabbage head at a time, which means that when it comes ready to pick it, all of them are ready to be picked. So what do you do with all of that cabbage? So we typically grow probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 heads, and then I make sauerkraut out of it. I'm not a sauerkraut fan. I eat it sometimes, but John is. He eats it on pizza, he eats it on hot dogs, he eats it on everything. So you people who ferment a lot, I know fermentation, you probably do this all the time with cabbage. I do have to say the flavor of the cabbage when it is made into sauerkraut is so good. Brilliant flavor. It's the sourness of it that I struggle with, but the cabbage itself is amazing. So, you know, if you love sauerkraut, grow some cabbage. Just grow 4 or 5 heads and can it. You ferment it, and we'll go over that in a fermenting pot, and then you can it, and it'll last forever. You have lots of fresh sauerkraut to use all winter long. There's really nothing better than fresh sauerkraut during the winter. I've had people come over, we've cooked with it, and people are just like, oh my God. You know, it's like fresh air in the middle of a snowstorm. So why we don't grow cabbage is that no place to store it once picked. We don't go to market. If we did, we would probably grow a ton of it, and it would sell at market over the weekend, right? Because it all has to be harvested at once, unless, again, like greens, you schedule. You start some in May, and then 2 weeks behind that, start another. 3 weeks behind that, start another. And then that way, as it gets large, you can pick it and use it as it comes ready to be picked. So hopefully that makes sense. We will not be selling cabbage this year, but we will go over how to make sauerkraut and how to can it. So we'll do that probably, let me look at these. 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks maybe. I want to make sure these get pretty large. See how they are now? I just planted them a week ago, so they're not big enough. So we'll go over it then. I'll try to video the whole process, and hopefully the video doesn't get long and boring like all of these do. So that's cabbage. See you later.